Now I'm going to run another frequency for you. The question in this case would be, what percentage of teachers represent each race ethnicity based on the teachers in this sample? So what percentage of teachers are of each race ethnicity? For the sake of just being able to find this variable, you can see how far you would need to scroll down in the bar to find it. But it starts with what is your race? And I'll move that over. I'm at frequencies again, and I click OK. The reason I showed you this example is because more often than not, some teachers who will return a survey won't answer all questions, particularly ones that they find more sensitive or invasive of their privacy. So in this case, again, we have 1,583 teachers that completed the survey. It's the same 15 we looked at just a minute ago. Of that total number of teachers, however, only 1,498 identified their race. So I might say, what percent of teachers in this sample are Black or African American? And it's 468. But the more important number here is the valid percent compared to just the percent. In this case, percent, 468 is divided by the entire sample size, 1,583, which gives you 29.6%. However, that's misleading. That's not really representative of the sample as a whole because they counted in 85 teachers who didn't answer the question. So valid percent is based solely on the number of teachers that responded to each race divided by that total number that answered that question. So 468 divided by 1,498 gives you 31.2%. So if I said what percentage of teachers who identified their race are African American, you would say 31.2%. If I said, based on all people who returned the survey, what percentage identified their race as Black or African American, it would be 29%. But the more, 29.6%, the more representative number here is 31.2. So all this is doing is it's saying, I'm going to give the percents, but I'm going to also count in all these missing answers. And in this case, I dropped this 5.4% of the sample that didn't answer the question to really calculate a representative indicator of the race. So it's very important to know the difference between valid percent and percent. And when the two numbers differ, you should always use valid percent.